Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for clicking on today. Now, we are still on Sloth. And this one, I'm going to just focus on the one servant, the one who had the one talent. And, I want to call this No Reason to Hide. No reason to hide. And this is the servant who receives only one talent took a different approach. He still had a talent, less than what the other had, but still a talent. And he could have made something from it. Instead, he hid it out of fear. Matthew 25:25. And then the words he said, this word stuck with me. He said, I was afraid. Now, if we're honest here, how many times have we acted the same way? How often have we seen our talent as less than what others have received and in fear kept it hidden? How many times have we kept ourselves hidden? We kept ourselves hidden out of fear. He said, I was afraid. I know what it's like to be obsessed over what others think, to worry that you'll seem unworthy, that you'll be rejected, that you fail. I was afraid to think that you be better off hiding in the sidelines, away in the corner. Come on now, you ain't gotta hide in the corner. You don't have to. You ain't gotta be on the sidelines. And he said, I was afraid. This is the moment. My listeners, I want y'all to hear me. This is the moment where you step out of the corner. You don't have to hide. You don't have to hide. I'm telling you, you don't have to hide. Fear can cast so much power over our hearts. I know what others think can have so much influence on our lives. I know. But what if you could be free from that? And what if you could live out the gifts that you've been given? Because he gave them to you. Your creator made you into a warrior. And you don't have to hide that in the shadows of your corner. You don't have to hide. Just remember, giving thanks for these talents. Now, before I go there, I just want to say that I know sometimes, like, when you got to step out, and sometimes you're dealing with anxiety, uh, self-esteem, but God gave you the power. He gave you the glory. He gave you the confidence. To step out, giving thanks for these talents. The parable main focus lies on how the servant received the talent to increase for their master. Their master gave them the talent with a purpose in mind, and God gave us a talent with the same intentions to grow them for Him, to use them for Him, and to give them up to His purpose because He gave them to us. It's our way of showing thanks. Mhm. And I also learned to be grateful for the gifts that you know that have been given in the greatness of abundance. The gifts that started out as only a little seed. And before I close this out, I just want to say the beauty in the process. To be grateful for the process. Be grateful for the process. That. So that's all I wanted to share with you about the one servant. And when the seed finally grew up to reveal their first blossom, I just say just be grateful, grateful, grateful. You know, don't sit on our gifts. God bless us tremendously what we got. And I just want to say, don't look And don't compare your talents, your gifts with anybody else. So I just love how the story that Jesus told so long ago can still apply to our everyday lives. Just as the master in the parable gave his servant the talent to grow for him, God has given us talent to grow for him. Look at Matthew 25:14. So, and this idea alone holds so much meaning because God has entrusted us with something valuable. He has given us our talent. And that's where you know, he had given us to this. So I'm going to leave it here. Um, I just want you to close out with this. God has entrusted us with something valuable. I'm going to just leave right there. So as always, God loves you. I love you. Say to yourself, AB 2020 bless.